Hello everyone and welcome again to Determine Your Direction. This is part of my 30-day online journal of thoughts and hopefully inspiration, but just to share my journey as I'm going through these next 30 days with you. And we're looking at a different thing each day, different aspect each day, things that will help us move forward and keep moving forward towards our expected end. And I know many of you are jumping on, subscribing and following and doing all those things to help me in my journey. But I want to say I really appreciate you, really appreciate the fact that you're taking this time out. And I hope it's doing you good. I'm asking the Lord every day to give me a fresh word. And he does that because he's a God who speaks and a God who wants that interaction with us. And so as I share my thoughts and my, downloads, I hope it helps you in some way or another. Please comment, please share, please do get back in touch. You can write me and let me know how this is helping you, if at all it is. So we are on day 8 of Determine Your Direction, and we've looked at various aspects. And today I was thinking about the foundations that we need to lay in our lives that actually do give us momentum and do actually keep us moving forward. And one of those foundations is forgiveness. We need to be those that know how to forgive. Very often when we're growing up, something happens in let's say the playground between children, we teach them how to say sorry to each other, but we don't really teach them what it means to truly forgive and truly repent. The word repent means to turn around and not do the same things again. And forgiveness is, to me, a flow that we can live in, a flow that we can move in all the time. Every one of us sometime or other in our life has been hurt, offended, violated. We have opportunity after opportunity to be in a place of hurt and not be able to forgive. And it is difficult sometimes to come to that place, but it is possible. That's the good news. It's possible to live in a place of forgiveness. The problem is, if we don't live in a place of forgiveness, we get clogged up. It becomes our issue. If we have unforgiveness towards other people, we're the ones that end up being more hurt, more damaged. And so forgiveness is good news, and it's a great foundation because it keeps us in the flow of moving forward. And we're talking about determining your direction. If you want to determine a good way ahead, then you have to live in that place of forgiveness. And I was thinking about this over the last few days, as I've been preparing to share with you. And I was saying to the Lord, give me a fresh word for today. And he said this to me. He said, pause, breathe and relax. So I did. I paused, took a deep breath and just waited. And he said, let me take the strain. The only way to do that is to let me take the reins. Now, I'm not a horse lover or rider or owner, but I am a horse respecter. I do respect, they're wonderful animals and I love to observe from a distance. I did try horse riding once and soon realised it wasn't for me. But those reins on a horse, that bridle, it only takes a sleight of hand of the rider and the owner to actually guide it. That horse knows whether to stop, to start, to go right, to go left, because it's learned the reins of the master. And I thought this was a great word to share with you, that we have to allow ourselves to be in a place where we can let him, the Lord of our lives, take the strain of our lives. Let him take the strain by giving him the reins. Strain, when you strain a muscle, it's very, very painful. It's the overexertion and it's the pressure. And we talk about stress and strain in the same kind of context. And whether it's stress or whether it's strain, it's pressure that we don't need to live with. And pressure in our lives, emotional pressure, if it happens to, if we strain a muscle or strain part of our body, it actually is very painful and it hinders our forward movement. And so we don't want to have that stress and that strain. And forgiveness is one of the unforgiveness is one of the contributors to us having pressure and strain that we don't need. So live and learn to live in a place of forgiveness. And I said it was a flow. I do, there are moments where we have to say, yes, I forgive, but we can live in a place where that forgiveness comes easily to us, that flowing out of us, so those things don't stick. Because what tends to happen is we ruminate on them, we think about them, and then they take hold in our lives, and that thought process then takes a hold and begins to form things in us that we don't need. So let it be a flow like a river in us. It is hard to forgive sometimes, but it's possible. Please, 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 if you hear nothing else today, know that it's possible. If there's some kind of wound in your life or some area of pain that's been caused by someone, you can release forgiveness and your heart can be free. Your heart can be free. So we need to finish well. So let the foundation of forgiveness be laid today, and upon it ride, walk, and then you'll finish well. The Apostle Paul was one of the great disciples that finished well, and he said it. He said, I have finished my race. I have fought the good fight. And that's what it feels like sometimes. It feels like it's a wrestle. It's a fight to actually release that forgiveness. But remember, it's possible. So you can release it, you can live in it, you can enjoy it, and it can propel you forward as you want to determine your direction. And so remember today, God has good plans for you. The plans I have for you, he says, are plans for good and not for evil, to give you an expected end. And we're moving forwards every day. I'm so thrilled that you're joining me on this journey. I hope others are able to jump in and join. It's day 8 today, but that doesn't matter. You can go back and watch the other days, and there's another 20 or more days to go. I'm really enjoying the journey, and I hope you are too. So I'll sign off for today. Hope you have a great one. I've got a busy day ahead of me, and looking forward to all that I'm going to do in it, all the people I'm going to meet in it, all those I'm going to be with. And so enjoy your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.